Hello everyone. My name is Tsarwan Kasyfillah Nasution, and I am from English Education Department, Class 4A, from Sharif Hidayatullah State Islamic University, Jakarta. So today I want to talk about the article that I reviewed, 10 articles that I reviewed for extensive reading subject. So without any further ado, let's begin from the article 1. So the first article talks about the integration of artificial intelligence or AI in English language teaching and learning in Indonesia. So it's an overview of the role of AI in enhancing the quality of English education in Indonesia that can enhance the learning experience for learner. And the existence of this technology makes it easier for students to understand English, and moreover it can reduce the working time, so English language teaching and learning process can be more efficient. And the writer found out that AI can be a valuable tool in English language learning. However, it is important to balance the use of AI with the role of teachers. So the second article, this article explains about the effect of video games on the acquisition of English. As you know, video games has a different way to teach English. One of the uniqueness it is on the dialogue. Dialogue can be very influential on the acquisition of English because dialogue can improve the vocabulary and grammar skills of the player indirectly. Most of the people who are playing video game are smart in the form of grammar, pronunciation, and so on because they learn indirectly from the video game. So this article investigates the impact of the experience from video games on the acquisition of English language. And the writer states that there is a strong relationship between video games and the good influence they have on the acquisition of English. Also, video game has a big role in the acquisition of English. Video game teach English with the wider scope than on the class. However, for now, video games cannot be used as the main media of learning English due to lack of supporting facilities, and some games may not teach enough English. The third article. So this article told us that the use of games in the classroom to motivate students and promote different learning styles in English language learning. This article highlights that the difficulties of the EFL teachers in motivate the students who do not have any desires and interests on learning English. Therefore, this journal article presents a study that demonstrates how games can be used to overcome this challenge and promote language learning. Furthermore, this article says that games can also fulfill the diverse learning preference, specifically on the kinesthetic learners, and can effectively reinforce the previous acquired grammar and vocabulary knowledge. And the writer found out that by using video games, it allowed students to understand the information that being taught. Students will be more motivated and open the door to learn the various style depending on the needs of the student. Also, this paper states that games are not only a good teaching method but also a great learning technology and motivational tool for a student in English language classroom. The next one, it is the fourth article. So this article talks about the use of digital games in enhancing the English as a foreign language program. What is the program? The program is the grammar and vocabulary. As you know, teaching English as a foreign language, it is need a big effort. In this globalization era, since the ability to communicate in English is one of the important skills nowadays. So this article analyzes the use of digital games to enhance EFL student grammar and vocabulary. it shows the possibility of using digital games, especially in ice-breaking activities, crossword puzzles, matching tasks, and unscrambling sentence. It indicates that digital games can be a quite effective tool in English language learning. Therefore, this article was to analyze the use of digital games to enhance TFL student grammar and vocabulary. And the writer of this article found that the use of digital games help a lot and enhance the student in the grammar and vocabulary knowledge, since the student demonstrate a better performance when they're using crossword puzzle and matching games. Also, students found that using digital games was a fun way to learn English, so it encouraged students to learn actively and help students to create the engaging in educational activities, which made them more interested in learning English. The next one is fifth article. So this article explains about the enjoyment of high school students in learning vocabulary through a digital video game. It indicates that enjoyment correlates with vocabulary learning, and mentioned that enjoyment as an important motivational factor. Enhancing enjoyment through digital video games can increase language learning motivation, which in turn may help students to keep up through the long time consuming effort of language learning. This article presents a study that investigates the effectiveness of using digital video games as a tool for vocabulary language learning and examines the role of the enjoyment in the process. So the writers found that e-learning enjoyment correlate with the vocabulary learning. So this article states that the enjoyment is an important condition of learning experience. By making language learning enjoyable, chance of learning experience enjoyment are increased. So the writer hopes that this article can provide an explanation of how enjoyment plays the role in increasing learner engagement. The sixth article. So this article tells us about the use of the online video games as a valuable tool to improving English language skills. And this article indicates that many of the students learn and practice English vocabulary and phrases through online gaming, which they can apply in many contexts. The article says that gaming helps improve English skills by exposing players to real-world language interaction, like vocabulary and communication with other players. And this article explores the role of online video games in the acquisition and practice of English language skills. It examines the vocabulary and phrases that learn from the video game and how these are applied in real-life contexts. This article focused on the experience of the students who play online games in English and how this experience contribute to their English language proficiency. And the writer confirms that online gaming can be an effective tool to improve language skills. The students who participate in this article made improvement in their English language proficiency, and this article found gaming as a language activity from formal education, and it helped them to learn and practice new vocabulary and phrases in a fun way. The next one is the seventh article. So this article talks about the efficacy of computer games on the language learning for foreign language learners. It says that computer games can enhance the learner by providing the exposure to the target language and can increase the learner engagement. However, the efficacy of these computer games influenced by many factors, such as the type of game, the high level of interactivity, and the teacher's knowledge about the game. And this article focusing on the vocabulary acquisition in foreign language learners. It discusses the benefits and the limitation of using computer games in classroom and explore the role of games mechanics in enhancing language learning. And the writer of this article confirms that the use of computer games generate many benefits. However, it also has the limitation, such as the fact that the high interactivity may block the vocabulary acquisition and learning. Also, not all the games are usable for language learning. And the next article is the 8th article. So this article mostly talks about the use of video game, especially the Sims as the resource in teaching vocabulary for young learners. It explores how the Sims can be used in ESL classroom and the challenges for implementing it in the classroom. And the writer found that using the Sims to teach English vocabulary to young students can be beneficial. The writer discovered the improvement from the knowledge of vocabulary knowledge of the student, and the positive response from the student are increased. And this article indicates that by combining the Sims with the extra resource can be an effective strategy for teaching vocabulary to young learners in the classroom. However, the writer also says there is challenges to if this method will be applied in the school, especially in Indonesia. First, this method need enough computers because most of the school don't have enough computer. And the second one is about the specs. So the Sims need a powerful spec to if you want to run it, and the computer schools mostly are too old and cannot reach the minimum requirement spec for the Sims game. The next article, so this article talks about the effectiveness of using Minecraft as a tool for teaching English vocabulary for elementary school students. As you know, Minecraft is a popular video game from Microsoft, and this game also popular among the student or the children, so that by using Minecraft as a method for teaching vocabulary can have a positive impact on the students' vocabulary mastery and learning experience compared to the traditional methods. And this article aimed to demonstrate the importance of using Minecraft as an effective tool for learning vocabulary in a more engaging and interactive way. And the writer found that Minecraft could make the student become better at learning English vocabulary. Based on the result, their reaction to Minecraft was even much better than the conventional method. This journal article confirms that most of the students agreed that learning vocabulary using Minecraft was better than with traditional method of teaching. And also, most of the students agreed that using Minecraft makes the learning easier, faster, and exciting. However, there were some disadvantages if you want to use Minecraft as a method. What is it? It's time consuming and it needs the media such as smartphone and laptop. The last but not the least article. So this article talks about the impact of video games, Age of Empires 2 on students' reading comprehension skill. This article states that there is the reason why the students are less interested in the reading. It's because the monotonous learning method. This monotonous learning tends to make students are not enthusiastic about reading. Therefore, video games can be an effective learning media to enhance student reading skills, especially if the video games were so engaging and interactive. And this journal article is designed to see how video games influence the 10th grade student of Man 1 Bandar Lampung reading comprehension on narrative-based games. And the writer of this article confirms that there is an impact of video game Age of Empire on the student, and it can be seen that there has been a significant difference between the two classes. The first class who play the Age of Empire, and the second class who are not played the Age of Empire. And the significance is the class who play Age of Empire has a higher score than the class who are not play the Age of Empire. Therefore, video games can be an effective learning media for students to improve their English language skills. And now move to my focus of this 10 article. So my main focus from this 10 article is on the fun way to learn English and integrating the new technology, especially video games, so it can make the student engage and not bored with the old method. And it's emphasized the role of games and the artificial intelligence, and the research is suitable for teachers, students and researchers, and also it is relevant to the EFL and ESL student. So this approach allows for a thorough examination of the transformation in English language education in the globalization era, highlighting the integration of games and the shifting dynamics of the learning process. And the connection of these 10 articles are interconnected through their focus on the fun ways to learn English and integrating the new technology, especially video games. It can make the student are not bored with the conventional method. And I personally explore the themes of this article by going step by step, from the use of technology based on AI, influence of video games on the English acquisition, and the use of video games in the classroom that could enhance the student motivation, the use of digital games to enhance EFL program, using games based in EFL program, motivating EFL to enjoy vocabulary, learning through video games, online gaming as a global language environment, the effectiveness of computer games. And in the last 3 article, I use the specific games such as the Sims, the Minecraft, and the Age of Empire. So these 10 articles are examine the span of different geographical contexts and the different educational levels, so that it provides a comprehensive view of the global shift of English language teaching. Yeah, that's it from me. That's my 10 articles presentation summary. I hope you get any new knowledge from my presentation. So I would like to say thank you and have a great day, and may God bless you all. Bye bye.